What a great panel. We have a University of Pittsburgh graduate. We have a Villanova graduate who's an Irishman. We have my friend Charles Kushner, and we have my friend Joe Popolo. So congratulations to all of you and to your families on this great opportunity to serve. I will thank the chairman and the ranking. I mean, I could go on all day here. I'm by myself now. I mean, this is good. I'll thank the chairman and the ranking member for convening this hearing, and thank you all for your service. Let me start with you, Mr. Kushner. I just want to say it's great to see you this morning. I know you and your family. I'm a big admirer, and I really do think your life is representative of the American dream. It's an American story as a son of Holocaust survivors. To be sitting here today as a successful businessman, a successful citizen, and the future ambassador to the Republic of our oldest ally. There's three things I'd like to just put into the record in terms of your qualifications. First, I'm heartened by your testimony that Holocaust education will be a priority for you in France. I think we've seen post-October 7th that the scourge of anti-Semitism exists across America and across the world, and I commend you and your commitment to lead on that front, and I'll be happy to support you in any way. I was also want to just spend a minute thanking you and recognizing your leadership on criminal justice reform. A friend of mine for, 25, 30 years now is Cory Booker. Cory and I have spoken about your leadership in New Jersey and all that you have done to help young men and women returning from prison get back on the right path in their lives. And I want to share for the record a specific statement from Senator Booker, and I quote, "I can unequivocally say that without Charlie Kushner, we would have not passed the bipartisan First Step Act, which led to the liberation of thousands of Americans from unjust incarceration and unjustifiably long prison sentences. His work has helped us to reform the criminal justice system, save millions in taxpayer dollars, and help nonviolent offenders have a successful second chance in life." So thank you for that. I want to make sure we recognize that leadership. I think it answers in part Senator Shaheen's question of the leadership you bring to this important role. And finally, I want to just say I was encouraged by the priority you put on strengthening the U.S.-France defense relationship. On that front, the French carrier strike group recently returned to Toulon after a 5-month deployment in the Indo-Pacific. These types of deployments are absolutely critical to preserving freedom of navigation, as you know, in the Indo-Pacific, against our greatest geopolitical rival and adversary, China, and to ensure that France is leading alongside the United States in the face of the PLA's increased military assertiveness, which we see throughout the region. So with all that, let me ask you the first question. Will you commit to encouraging France to continue such deployments and to conduct future Taiwan Strait missions and transits?
Absolutely, yes, because it's France and America work in tandem with exactly the same objective, to keep those regions safe and secure. So the urging of the president, I think, in terms of urging for more spending on defense capabilities is critical, and the working together to secure those areas of the world are also critical. So I'm committed to it, absolutely.
Very good, thank you. And second, shifting to Europe, one of the things I think President Trump has done masterfully is put the pressure on Europe, France, and other countries to pay their fair share of NATO and in defense investment, but we're still not where we need to be, as you know. So in your role as ambassador, what will you do to continue to assert the kind of pressure we need to make sure that America's role in the world is supplemented by a really robust defense spending on the part of France and others?
I think President Trump has done most of the work already, because Macron, in particular, they've increased their from their GDP to 2 point something percent of their spending, but it still ranks the lowest third. They're 19 out of 13 of 32 of the allies. So they still rank very, very low in terms of what they're spending. Macron himself, because of the pressure of President Trump, has acknowledged that he wants to go to 3%. So it's the job of myself and whoever else can insert influence to get him up to the 5% mark of the GDP, and I plan to try to be influential to push just that.
Very good. Thank you. And I'll just try to squeeze in one more question. Ms. Campos, shifting gears to drug trafficking. It's a big deal in Pennsylvania. We have a huge fentanyl crisis. We, as you know, have a lot of efforts by the cartels to further build out their drug trafficking operations throughout the Caribbean and South America, Central America. What, in your role, will you commit to working with law enforcement and really making drug trafficking a priority?
Thank you, Senator, for that important question. As you know, the Dominican Republic, and as I mentioned in my statement, and the Dominican Republic and the United States already have a really strong relationship across all the anti-drug trafficking, anti-criminality operations. As you also know, we haven't had an ambassador in the Dominican Republic for 4 years. So I'm hopeful that if I'm confirmed, that getting there will help reinvigorate, strengthen that partnership that we already do have with the Dominicans, strengthen their commitment and our commitment as well. Thank you.
Very good. Thank you all.